been a while. Well, actually, this is my first time streaming here. I did a test run before another account I have. And, how do you test if this sounds good? No clue. And, I've been learning a lot about how to use OBS. It's actually pretty interesting. Currently, I just wanted to spend some time chatting. I mean, I've been searching a lot about how to build your online presence. Not because I want to be an influencer, but because you gotta get out there and have people know you, right? I mean, people. My father actually used to tell me how, hey, school is more for like building relationships and just, meeting people. And I didn't quite believe him at the time. Mostly because I'm not exactly an extrovert. I much rather prefer to spend my time with video games or reading. Visual novels are pretty great. And especially, it's pretty hard maintaining a whole 5 gacha games I have with, what's the name? Fake Grand Order, Grand Blue Fantasy. I was playing a little bit right now. And there's the more Japanese side with Break My Case or Mahayaku. And there's one more I'm missing. Oh, Path to Nowhere. Path to Nowhere is actually pretty cool. I know it's not as popular we're here, but I'm pretty sure in Japan and in China, it's pretty well known at the very least. Oh, it stopped playing. Why would you do that? Wait, I have an idea. If I lower it here and then I up it here, that should work, right? I'm still learning how this whole thing works. I don't know. I mean, I do like my character. I think it's one of the best drawings I've done so far. It also doesn't have a lot of design. I want it to be like super high quality. And another part of me just said like, hey, you're just stalling, like do it right now. So here I am doing whatever the hell I'm doing. I definitely should be a little more careful, but at the same time, I just really wanted to exist somehow. I only have like half an hour because I gotta start cooking. I don't know. Originally, I had this whole podcast planned out, and I eventually gave up on it too. I have like 5 episodes recording, but I wanted to edit them and have it like be more serious, and I never did. I always got cold feet, and then like, oh no, maybe I'm not doing this well enough. I'm not interesting enough, and like, who cares? It's either gonna be gone into the depths of the internet. There's a lot of thoughts going on right now. I mean, currently I'm struggling to find a semblance of independence. It's pretty hard finding a job, and you really gotta wonder if it's the system's fault or the fault of your lack of preparation. Because at the very least, I don't think myself a hard worker, but I mean a bad worker. I'm very dedicated to the point that I stopped looking after my health. It's been a struggle finding that balance that does notice me for who I am, and also doesn't quite ignore who I can be. There's a whole lot of things to think about, and then people keep telling me like, hey, you're overthinking it a bit too much. And I'm like, well, this is just how I've always been. It's difficult finding that sort of balance and understanding at the same time. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really have much planned. I should have planned something in advance. I really should have. I could talk, like, go back again into one of those topics, or I could draw. I haven't drawn in a while, but I tend to draw more on my tablet than I do on my computer. I love the little YouTube preview because you get to see how many people are there, and they have 0 concurrent viewers, 0 chat rate, and 0 views. To be honest, I think if someone talked to me, I wouldn't see it. But I will be surprised if someone's appeared here. Oh, original soundtrack, that's awesome. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out a lot more how to understand. I have a lot of ideas. Oh boy, how am I gonna show this one? So essentially, oh, I guess I could just use a pencil here. Very hard to do this. Well, who cares? Just get this done. There's nothing going on here. So essentially, I have a list of ideas. Oh my god, that sucks. Wait. I'm not gonna use that. Hold on, just need to go over here. There we go. That should work now. Yeah, there's no way I'm using my mouse for that. Where's my pen? Here it is. Can you see this one? Yeah. Oh, I don't have mine. I lost this piece of cloth that I have for my hand to not give stink little hands on my screen, but I kind of lost it. I don't remember where it was the last place I left it. Yeah, who knows where it is. I'm just gonna have to use part of my pajama for this. Don't tell anybody I'm doing this. This is a crime. Oh, anyway, I have a lot of goals planned out this year, and I'm being very slow at it. I mean, we have the year already. Holy crap! I still haven't found stability. I am gonna take freelancing a bit more seriously because there's not really competent jobs out there. They pay very little, and I don't think freelancing is a solution. But I don't know if there's jobs out there that are willing to give me what I want. I wish I had more experience though. I wish I could connect with more people and just have the experience of understanding how they work, how they solve, because that's how you start being valuable. I mean, and I'm really angry about how they told, like, hey, if you go to a university, it's essentially a free ticket to a good job. And I think, and it might have been true back then. I think I know the problem. It might have been true back then, but the thing is, it eventually runs into this problem that back then not a lot of people had high education. So when you saw someone who had high education, then you were, oh, this guy is more prepared than the others. This guy has more knowledge than the others, right? And so it's a limited pool, and it's essentially telling from this limited pool that hey, this guy may have more capabilities and knowledge than the rest of the people here. And so then this dream got solved that hey, if you go to school, if you finish college, you are gonna have a leg up. And what eventually happened is that the pool got bigger, and when it gets bigger, like when people start hiring, they realize, hey, like the candidate pool now got leveled out. Even if you have a degree, it no longer speaks of your level because a lot of people now get college degrees, right? And it's still not a lot of people if you think about it. Like I think half of the population worldwide lives in poverty, and a lot of them cannot afford schools and education, but that's still like half an increase, I guess 10-20% increase, which is a ton of people, millions of people if you go worldwide. So it increases, and then you have this idea that hey, because the pool now it's kind of average, college no longer tells what are your skills, what are your knowledge, because now you're just a student. And the whole system just started depreciating the value of studying and having knowledge, because why would you have knowledge when you can have experience? And the current system now rewards experience over knowledge, which is why 14 years old are being sent to the force field, because you don't have value if you're just studying. If you're smart, you don't have value. They need people who know how to solve things. They don't need people who know how to study or how to solve exams. And that just sucks, because that's a lot of money that's being spent to just showing degrees and titles that are essentially worthless unless you're going to a studying field. I should have studied anthropology and just have an easier life, or maybe I would have run into troubles too. Anyway, that's essentially what I think might happen, and I think they're bastards for doing that. They're bastards for selling a dream and telling, hey, this is where you should go, and when you get there, and now that more people are getting there, more people believed in the dream, they're saying, no, that's not what's valuable anymore, because it turns out we actually need more experience instead of people with knowledge. And fuck everybody, to be honest. Fuck them. It's such a sad state to be in, right? To think that we cannot value intelligence and education unless you're actively investigating. Even then, people are starting to be like, hey, no, that's not really valuable because it doesn't bring immediate money. We should really stop valuing being the end goal being profitable. It is important. I think it is important to have it as a long-term goal, but making it the end goal is what's screwing us all over. You have now the scam that is the generative AI dream, right? Like you can create anything at any time. Like shut the fuck up. You can, not without a price, and eventually they're gonna start charging a whole lot of money, because we should really start charging them a lot of money for the amount of resources that they're consuming, and it's slowly destroying the world. The people that are aware of this, we should really practice it. I kind of want to do like a campaign practice of showing how much destruction the whole thing's doing. Because I do value modernity. I think this is the most comfortable life humankind has been able to achieve thus far. And I think we should strive so that a lot of people, like 90% of humanity, knows modernity or has the choice to taste modernity, instead of just like, I'm sorry, you're just gonna live in poverty because otherwise I cannot be profitable. it just sucks, man. We should really have, like, especially with how the internet works, we should really have, like, conversations. Then again, it might get political. But we should really start with the basis of what's most important. Do we want to live? Do we want to work forever? Do we want to, I guess, just stop being miserable? We have so many miracles. We have so much stuff and work to do. And I feel like we're just sidelining them because, hey, you should think what I think. And a lot of the bases that we built on aren't made to support a corrupt system. We thought, or we never, when things started to change, we never thought that it would expand this much. I don't know. I want to believe that they didn't think that it would get this bad. That they didn't think that, hey, I'm gonna leave these loopholes because otherwise I cannot gain the system the way I want to. And that's just sad, you know? So, I mean, I'm not an anthropologist. I'm not that good in history. So I do not have all the answers, but I would like there to be a conversation about it, about how we should live life beyond capitalism, and how it shouldn't control and how money shouldn't control what we call life, because it's gonna end up killing us. It's gonna end up snuffing us out, because at the end of the day, and you can see it a lot in this generative AI talk. At the end of the day, I need to open my mouth more. Sorry. At the end of the day, these companies understand the value of human life and the data it gives, because they always want to take it from you. You know, think any free software. What are they selling? They're selling your information. What kind of things you like, the decisions you make, the time that you spend, the people who you talk to, the circles that you like, the things that you agree, the ideas that you agree with, so they can sell your information. So all of these companies understand the value of your existence, but they do not respect it. And we should really fight to have a system that respects our lives, our existence, our history, our decisions. If they're gonna start abusing the things that they create just to say, hey, sorry, you're actually kind of worthless, we're not gonna pay you anything. Like, no, screw you. You're clearly trying to satisfy a market and profit from my existence, profit from my creations, and you're also trying to gaslight me into believing that it's worthless, even though you're doing everything possible to squeeze out of me every single drop I'm worth. Like, no, go to hell. Respect my existence and actually start paying, I don't know, whatever hurts you most. I don't know what would the solution be, but definitely we should just like start fighting these companies so that they start to give us what we're worth. And stop being harassed by bullies who think like, no, sorry, you're actually not that important to us, but you should still stuck around so we can harvest your data and harvest everything you're worth. But you're just another number, right? Like, look at those inconsistencies. How are we? I just want to be respected in my art and my work instead of being told over and over again. Like, no, sorry, you should give up now, because we don't actually need you, even though they clearly do. But yeah, I wonder if there's a way to just like kick them in the nuts and make them feel like, hey, start respecting me a little. Just, a little. Nah, respect my whole life, cunts. I don't know. I'm really angry about that. I know I don't sound angry. I don't think I can muster up the angry video game nerd energy of angry. But I'm very angry about it. I could go on rants and rants about how freaking idiots. Like, we're all that we have. I don't understand why we keep fighting amongst each other. And yes, I do get we cannot always agree. That doesn't mean we're gonna live in perfect harmony. But we don't have to be each other's enemies. We don't have to. Like, we're all that we have. We're the only people that if we want to live in the moon, we're the only people who are gonna be able to make stuff to go to the moon. We're the only people who are gonna make the freaking codes and algorithms to figure out how to go to the moon. The machine is not gonna tell us that. If the machine gains that much conscience and ability, it's no longer a machine. That's a living being. Why do we want to create another living being when we ourselves barely get along with each other, right? I don't know. Anyway, I should really make like focused topics because I'm not even moving my mouse and I'm supposed to be working in 3D. I wanted to make a whole design. Maybe next time I'll open Clip Studio Paint. I just start working. You can see my lame ass work. Sorry, I shouldn't self-deprecate. Oh gosh. I gotta finish early. I only have like half an hour ride. Not even 23 minutes, god damn it. Well, anyway, a few of the goals I wanna make before I log off is I wanna make a video game. Oh boy, you can barely read that. Can you read that? What happens if I zoom? This is so scuffed. Nope. What did I do? Okay. Nope. Here. Yeah, there we go. I don't think you can see it. Can you? Can't see shit. Whatever. Well, anyway, I'm gonna say it out loud anyway. I wanted to have like a little, whatchamacallit, like subtitles for the people who might be impaired in some way. But I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I wanted to make it all cute, but I also they have to be readable. Anyway, point is, I'm thinking too much about it, and I haven't made that much progress about it. But I kind of like this setup. I kind of like this setup, so I might stick to it. I don't know. We'll figure things out. Anyway, one of the goals is to make a video game. I'm trying to make it really little or small, in a smaller scope, because otherwise I'm gonna go insane. And I don't really have the money or the job to stick to it, so it has to be little so that I understand the basics. Maybe I'll record myself, but then you'll see read a lot of tutorials and video tutorials, because I don't know what I'm doing, and then I'll have to make a separate audio mixer so that I don't... Oh, I think I can do with sources, right? I don't know. I'm so new to this. Anyway, second goal is I wanna make a background for this stream. I'm kind of debating though, because I do like how out of focus it looks, this image that I had from Unsplash. So I might not do it. It depends on the style I want to stick to it. I'll decide later. But I like to make lists to have a bit more focus. Then the next thing is, well, I also downloaded, there was the whole Blender 10th anniversary free market, and let's see if it doesn't explode. Oh, it didn't load. Why didn't it load? Here. That's interesting. I don't know why it's not loading. Lights. Are you showing? No, you're not. Why is it not showing? What is happening? It's just frozen. What if I click it? What if I hide it? Nope, that didn't work. What if I... What do you mean, Brandon? What is that? Screenshot source? I want to see it! Properties. Automatic. See if that works. Loading. They're not loading. I don't know. Well, no wonder you cannot see it. It's not even registering. I don't. Why? What happens if I do this? Can you? Yeah, it's there. Nope. What? Well, I've been live streaming nothing then. Wonderful. Just gonna close it, you know? No, I don't. It looked really pretty. Like, you can see in the preview there. I think you can still see my mouse. Yeah, they're here in the preview. I think it looks really pretty. And I wanted to start testing. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. How lighting effects work, and if I wanted to use them. That's really cool. Oh, it's starting to lag out. But at the same time, I don't know what kind of scene I want to do. I do want it to be like this cool out of focus shot like I'm using right now, because I think that looks awesome. But I'm very indecisive, especially since I don't have any idea what I'm doing. Oh, anyway, thanks for coming to my tech talk. Can I add? I cannot. Can I? I'll have to add it later. Music is by this wonderful person called Noiseless World. There's a lot of free soundtracks out there. Well, a lot of JP people make free soundtracks. But this guy hasn't used generative AI for their videos, and I really was debating because I do like some music from other creators, but I cannot. I don't know. It felt wrong to support people who I completely agree, right? You wanna be paid. We all like money, and it's great when you're paid for things that you're passionate about. 100% agree. And I would love to get paid too. but I didn't really like how some of these have host things and commission sites to be paid for the music while also using generative AI. You could say like, oh well, they have no money, they have no budget to promote their work, and like neither do I. Look at me, I'm trying to do, I'm trying my best to do everything with very little working out because of lack of planning. Not very good at spontaneity. Next time I'm gonna bring a plan. But I also like to get better at being spontaneous one of these days. Maybe never, maybe someday. No, this isn't it. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Next time, I don't think so. Yes, next time I can either stream Hades 2 or go back to working art. I like to get commissioned a bit more. I also need to upload my care. I have to figure out a whole schedule to update and make myself visible because I didn't do any connections in school. Hooray for introverts. I complain a lot. I like to give examples. I like to give. But at the end of the day, I like to give hope that things can change, right? So this is my first steps to change and to grow at the same time. What if I make a little window? Maybe let me get a notepad. What's it called? Can you see this? No, you can't. If I add it to my sources, can you see it? Window capture. Notepad. Maybe this won't work because if it's just notepad. Or do I have MS Paint? I do have Paint! Oh my gosh! Wait, how do I buy it? Oh, the word. Awesome. Okay, now here we go again. MS Paint. I'm really gonna go. Wait. How do I buy Notepad? Yes. Buy some for now. The problem is that I'm going to do window capture. MS Paint. Yes. I want to get the widescreen. I have no idea. No, I can't. This is to make it bigger. Okay. Well, anyway, to make a really long story short, whole deviation around it. This is how I intend to grow. Well, not intend. This is what I want to plan to grow it. I wanna make. Why do you think like that? That looks awful. That looks even worse. Make a video game. I have 2 story plans. I have one with a florist. I have one with a florist, which is a whole story about accepting grief more than anything, learning to live with grief. So small. Why are you so small? Where is my mouse? Here we go. I have 3 scripts together. Awesome. Yeah, so story number 1 is that of a girl learning to with grief and parting. It was a particularly tough time. Well, a lot of understanding of my life in that part, so it's definitely based of mine. However, I think it's a nice example of how grief can manifest beyond just losing someone from life. And I want to make another one. I do have a story, but it's a lot more complex, and I imagine it would take like multiple chapters, like a whole visual novel. Preferably 5 chapters. And it is about a girl. This is more based like on those mangas. How do you pronounce it in Korean actually? Well, the webtoons, the Korean webtoons. I'm a fan of the trope of my favorite fantasy book suddenly turned into the real world, right? One of my favorites is Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. However, I'm also a fan of romance, so I like a lot of the romancy ones. So I have an idea for that one. It's not fully complete though, because I don't have an ending for that one. I haven't figured out the ending, but I do have a few fair plot points, like from the start, from here and from here. These two I don't really have much. And then there's another one, but this is a more ambitious one because I want in 2D HD. And I wanna increase, and I need this knowledge from here to have the abilities to what I wanna do here. Especially because it involves like 3D modeling and 2D sprites and a cool shader. Oh man, probably like, oh no, that's a lot of work, but also like time will pass anyway, and I have to keep on dreaming because no one else is gonna do it for me. So yeah, this was more of an end goal. Like I want to get here one of these days, so that I have the tools necessary to make it real, and probably a tiny team too, because it's the most ambitious one by far. This one's more visual novel related, and this is like tiny mini related. So I want to make a video game, and the other part is I want to make a social media schedule. Schedule? Look at that horrible you. But I don't know what to promote yet. I have a few ideas also. I want to make like a JP kanji class, a small one. I'm not really suited to teaching right now, the whole kanji anyway. I'm just basing it off a few books that I bought and that I found really useful to memorizing and understanding the context. I guess context clues, because a lot of the kanji is used by context clues and knowing how to read them based on say the context. And it's really funny when the Japanese people also agree to that, and like, yeah, sometimes we don't know how to read them, but we go to the local history and then we understand, like, oh my gosh, you guys, no, how reading should work. But I guess that's what happens when you are based. Your knowledge is, your language is based on ideograms, I believe. Kanji also fits into that. And so yeah, I need a whole social media schedule, and I want to promote my drawings because I want to, one of these days I want to do, what you might call it? A children's book. I want to draw a children's book. And I need more of a social media presence so that when I do it, I just don't do it into the void. I also need a lot of contacts. I need to figure out that part. A lot of it I found is based on not confidence, on how much people trust that you can get the job done on time. And I'm a good worker, but I'm a bit slow because I like to detail. So I do need a bit more time than usual than most people do, and most people want to give. But it is worth. I find it to be worth the time. I hope I'm worth the time. I wanna be worth the time. That's the end goal. So make a video game session with schedule, and what's that? I wanna stream maybe a few video games. I only have 3 installed in my computer. I want it to explode because it's the only laptop I have. But I want to stream more about my process, as well as video games. I missed it all. Video games. I want to make it about the process, and the process is going to include this whole thing. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Go visit. What's it called again? I'm gonna put it in the description anyway, but go ahead and mass erase. No clue. Eliminate. Yeah, boy. Okay. I wanna. Alright, shout out to at Noiseless World. And they have a little note in here. Yeah. Here we go. They're gonna be in the description below, but I really like their music, and I like the fact that they do not use generative AI to market it. It's Unsplash Pictures, but hey, like Unsplash does give some of them for free, so thank you Unsplash too. And also Schwartz for offering their free music. Thank you for coming today. I say to absolutely no one. No, but still, I like the fact that it's being recorded and that it'll live on in some matter of form. I hope it helps, especially myself, to mark the end of these years I've lived in with a little bit of a limbo, not knowing where I want to go, not knowing who I want to be. And may this be the start of trying new things, saying yes, and independence, keep moving forward, being responsible for my choices beyond where I am right now. Hey, let's make that true. Am I right? Anyway, thanks for coming. I'll be seeing you around. I'll try to stream a bit more often. There's not a lot of days that I have on my own like this, but I'll certainly try. See you around then. Thank you very much.